When I was a teenager, my older brother was a weightlifter and bodybuilder. And do you know what he taught a 17-year-old who was fatherless, nearly friendless, and about out of hope? He taught me about what's called the process. And this principle of training can be applied to a wide spectrum of attaining anything you want out of life. Background on myself as a teenager at 17, because what good is a principle if you can't relate to it, right? Do you remember your first sales job? Do you remember your first sale? Do you remember your first job ever? And do you remember your first day at school? I remember my first moments at the gym. I remember my older brother having to take me to the pull-up bar. I reached up and I grabbed and I pulled with all my might and I couldn't lift myself. My brother literally had to grab my legs, put my feet on his shoulders, and lift me to meet the pull-up bar. He did this every day for hours. We would do it for days, months, showing me form, breathing, tension, control. And finally, by the third month, I met that pull-up bar on my own for one. I was hungry. I wanted more sessions. One session became two sessions became 2.5, and then 3, until we were forced to leave when the gym was closing. We would go home and practice our breath work at home. My sleep became better. I developed real confidence in who I was. At that point, I didn't know who I was. I didn't have any confidence. Others knew me by my work in the gym, by my tenacity in the gym. You might be going right now, that sounds great, Brian, but how does that apply to my life? How does this apply to me? How this applies to your life is very simple. Whatever you want, whatever you need to have, simply practice. Become that goal, and you will always see success. Even if in the beginning, you can't even one pull-up without assistance. Eventually, you will be able to do one without help. And then you aim for 2 without help. And then 3 without help. Then 5, 7, 9, and then 10 pull-ups without any help. The secret? Competence naturally breeds confidence. T.D. Jakes penned it first. The more you practice, train, study, and maintain a positive mindset, the more you will naturally become confident. So what can we do? We're tired. We're scared. We're afraid to take the first step. We don't know if it'll work out. That's fine. Find a partner. Go find a friend. Look for a trainer. Create a support system. Employ a mentor until you can confidently and competent do it by yourself. Find someone to guide you. That's number 1. Number 2 is don't give up when the process is just getting started. You'll feel at times like you are drowning. You'll feel like this isn't for you, that you weren't made to embrace this challenge. Forget about that. Forget about all of that. You know you are made for this. That's why it's a challenge. You know you can do it. You know it.